with Kevin Durant, James Harden. We know what the outside world expects of us.
Oh my God, this is going to be such a problem.
Coming for the top, but who gon' say a word to stop us? No squad, don't fit no competition. Hold up, slept on our greatness long enough. Now we gon' run the store up.
Our games and our skills, they speak for themselves.
The Durant dunk with a purpose.
It's going to be pretty tough for a team to stop us.
Who gon' stop us now?
I got one of those fresh new jerseys. Let's take a look at how the Nets have fared since the Harden trade and the new Big Three was formed. 7-6 before, 8-6 after. Numbers eerily similar, fellas. They're scoring more, but also giving up 9 more points per game on defense. NBA champion Kendrick Perkins with us now. Perk, top of the morning to you. Max, you're up first here, though. This team's favored to win the East. Which player is under the most pressure?
Kevin Durant. He's also under the most pressure in the NBA, period, this year. Kevin Durant has been an MVP caliber player for, at this point, most of his career. He's one of the best ever. He has a package of talent and skills and size where he should really be in the conversation for best ever. But he's not in that conversation yet. And the reason is he couldn't get by the Warriors when he was in OKC, and he had a stacked team. And by the way, they had a Game 7 at Oracle. I was there. And he and Russ did not get it done in that game. And that same Warriors team then lost to LeBron James's Cavs in 7 games. And by the way, I was there for that one, too. And, you know, the difference was LeBron and them got it done in crunch time. KD and them didn't. So KD and the Warriors look at each other and go, this dude LeBron, when he's screwed up, he's too much for either one of us. Let's get together. Once they did that, they formed a team that no one ever was going to beat. They had a 73-win team, and they added a prime Kevin Durant. So what does that prove by winning a championship with that? Durant did not prove the thing that champions normally prove doing that. Well, he balled out in the finals. Yeah, no kidding, because he ain't the only thing you got to worry about. You got to worry about Steph and Clay, the 2 best shooters ever. Steph also an MVP candidate. You got Draymond Green on that team. Of course, there's too much to worry about. KD is going to kill you. Well, he didn't prove he was the best player in the world or even that he could lead a team to a championship. And then he did something that took a lot of guts, I thought. He said, okay, watch this, off an Achilles. The only reason he had the Achilles is he insisted on playing in the finals when he probably shouldn't have. He showed a lot of heart and then a lot of guts. He said, I'm going to go to Brooklyn, USA, New York City, the media capital of the whole wide world, where they're thirstier than anyone in the league for a chip. New York hasn't won a chip in the NBA since '73. Nothing since Dr. J and the ABA, right? I'm going to go there. I'm not joining a 73-win team. I'm joining an also-ran kind of team. And I'm going to do what LeBron did in Miami. I'm going to form something here. And he did. And now the Nets, the eyes of the world are on them, and their fortunes will be tied more than any other player to Kevin Durant. And Kendrick Perkins, KD, has a chance to prove greatness on this team that he did not have a chance to prove in Golden State. So he is facing the most pressure in the NBA right now, not just on the Nets.
Well, Max, first of all, let me address you like the numbers on the house, because you said that OKC team was stacked, and they wasn't stacked. They had he had Russell Westbrook with them, but don't look at their roster and say that they were stacked, because they weren't. Second of all, how do you change every week? And when I say that, you was the main one saying just 2 months ago that, hey, you know what, Brooklyn Nets, they don't have to win the championship because almost always a guy never comes back off of Achilles tear, and now you're saying the guy who tore his Achilles and is his first season back playing that since the injury, and then you saying now you're sitting up here saying that the most pressure is on him? No, as a net, right? Last time I checked, Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving both are sleeping well that night. You know why? Because they have championships, okay? So they could retire from the game today, and they're perfectly okay. What they're doing now is just trying to add a scoop of ice cream on the side. The net that has the most pressure is James Harden. No other superstar has been catered to like James Harden. Take him back to the Rocket days, for example. Okay, hey, First couple seasons, he get the Dwight Howard. Things didn't work out. Blame the Dwight Howard, get the Dwight Howard out of there. Next couple seasons, get Chris Paul. Things ain't work out with Chris Paul. Blame Chris Paul, get Chris Paul out of there. Now, get Russell Westbrook, another MVP. For last year, things ain't work out with Russell Westbrook. Guess what? Now it's time for me to leave. Russell Westbrook is gone. James Harden is still there at the moment. All of a sudden, he throws a hissy fit and says, I want to go to the Nets. I want to go team up with Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant. Hissy fitted his way out and got what he wanted. Now he's with the Brooklyn Nets and is one of the only superstars that has accomplished everything that he needs individually. MVPs, scoring titles, led the league in assists, 50-point triple-doubles, etc. Now you have the perfect layout. The perfect layout. Now you don't have no one else to blame. You don't have no more excuses not to deliver a championship. So the pressure is on James Harden, not Kevin Durant, not Kyrie Irving. Those two guys got rings already. James Harden is searching for his first title.
A couple of things. Yeah, Harden got pressure too, no doubt about it. But I've never said anything different other than KD has pressure. The question is not, does KD have pressure to win, the most pressure to win a championship this season? The question is, which player, which net in this case, is facing the most pressure, and that's KD. It's KD's team. KD put it together. KD's the best player on the team, including Harden, including Kyrie. KD is the one with a chance to go down at the uppermost echelon of greats who ever played the game. He should be in the Jordan, LeBron, Kobe, Magic, Bird conversation, and yet usually if he is, his name comes last. And that's because he has not shown that he can have a team that he leads to a championship. He joined a Warriors team, a champion already, a team that was impossible to beat once he joined them. That's why he's facing the most pressure. And when you say that Thunder squad wasn't loaded, Perk, are you forgetting? Most basketball people, by the time the finals rolled around, when people were looking at Cleveland and Golden State, but it was like, uh-oh, here come the Thunder. They were the hottest team. You know, getting off the bus, they were the biggest athletes. Not just KD and Westbrook in their primes together. Who they have on that team? Steven Adams, Serge Ibaka. They had size, they had defense, they had MVP caliber players, and they got to a Game 7 against the Warriors, but KD and Westbrook didn't come through. So don't tell me that KD came through against Cleveland. They were overmatched. Now's the time when there are questions. It's not sure that they're going to get out of the East. They need to work on the defense. He's got to lead a group of guys who are coming together for the first time. This is a whole new set of problems for him and a whole new opportunity to prove greatness in a way he's never proven before. And the eyes of the basketball world are on him.
Max, how can you say that KD have something to prove? Do you think it wasn't pressure when he decided to go to Golden State and he delivered in great fashion, going up, in my eyes, against one of the greatest of all times, and LeBron James in the finals, and won that matchup and won Finals MVP in back-to-back years? That's pressure. He went to a situation where he had to deliver and had to win, and he did just that. But back to the original statement.
If you put any MVP on that team, they can't lose. They won 73 games the year before.
Nets at Warriors tomorrow, 8:30 on ABC. When we come back here on First Take, we're talking more NBA, guys.